Hey everyone, I'm doing a quick tutorial on how to use Picsart. I am using the paid version because you definitely want to try to get the more premium content to make better thumbnails. So we're going to go over how to make a thumbnail with some of the things that I do, at least the basics that I think that everybody should try to do when they make a thumbnail. So when you open up Picsart, this is the screen that you're going to see. These are some of the pictures that people have put together, but you know, that's not really relevant. So we're going to hit the plus sign at the bottom, and you're going to basically get your picture folders as well as some of the things that are built into the app. Again, the free version will look very different from this, so I do have the paid version. So you got a couple of different options. There's different photos, and then there's just plain colored backgrounds. So it all depends on what you want to do. But for what we're doing today, I'm going to go to all photos at the top right hand side, and I'm going to actually select a folder. I'm going to hit the recent drop down, and I'm going to find my folder. So I usually have all my ticket pictures in one folder. So this is where everything lives at. So I'm going to go to one of the backgrounds that I actually use a lot. I'm just going to scroll down and grab that. So we have the background, and then you start to see a menu of different things that you can do at the bottom. So we'll do a couple of these, but not everything, but you know, we'll at least cover the basics. One of the things, if you have a picture that you want to use as a background, but you want to make sure that it's sized right for YouTube, is when you first get in here and you have your picture, hit this tools button down at the bottom and then hit crop. I find that the 16:9 ratio is optimal for YouTube. So I'm not going to do that because I've already sized this one up. Okay, so you're going to scroll over to add a picture on top of this one. That's kind of optional depending on what you're trying to do, but usually I'm putting a picture on top. So I'm going to hit the plus, add a photo again, and I'm going to go back, and you can have all your folders in here. It kind of goes from the most recently updated folder onto the last. So if you just added a picture to a folder, it'll be closer to the top. So we're going to go back to my ticket pick folder, and I'm just going to pick maybe two of these. I'll pick these two right here, and we're going to go to hit the add button, which is hidden behind my little screen button. So hopefully, nope, it's not going to do it. Let me see if I can move. I can move it. Okay, let me go back. Add photo. I had to move the controls for the screen recorder. All right, and let's see. We're going to go back to ticket picks, and we're just going to grab two of these. We'll grab these guys. All right, and then you're going to hit add, and you can select up to 10 pictures. They will populate at the bottom. So we're going to hit the add to button at the top, which it'll change with how many you put in there. So first things, each picture can be moved around independently. So you just kind of tap on it and you get the options. The X will get rid of it. The little circle with the arrow will allow you to rotate it. And then this one at the bottom will allow you to resize it. So whatever's not showing on the screen will not show in the picture. So it'll look just like it does here whenever you set it. So for this one, I'm just going to kind of put both of these on a little bit of an angle. Nothing fancy. Okay. So once you have that set, then you have a couple options to add text. So I'm just going to hit the text button, and I'm just going to type something and say testing this out. Whoops, if I can spell. Okay, so we're going to hit the check mark at the top. It comes out humongous in the beginning. I'm not really sure what color is going to default to. Sometimes it'll be white, sometimes it'll be black, but in this case it is black. Let me go back. Sorry, I hit the double again. So now you want to play around with a couple of the different things. So first thing, this green arrow up drop down will give you all of the different fonts that are available in this app. And again, I don't know how long this list will be if you have the free version, but I have the paid version, so I may have more than normal. I usually like this Luckiest Guy font. And the next thing you want to do is select the color of the font. So we're going to hit the color button. And I don't know, we'll just pick like a neon green, and we'll hit the check mark. And the other thing you want to get in the habit of is putting a stroke on there. So that will allow the words to kind of stand out and not blend in with the background. It makes it easier. The one thing you do not want to do are two things. You want to have a font that is thick enough that catches attention, and then you want to make sure you put some stroke behind it Probably like right here in the middle is pretty good. I mean, you can go darker than that, but I usually do around like 50%. And then, you know, I'm good with that. You can also change the color of the border around the stroke. So if I just go to color and I can make it white. Actually, no, that's changing the inside. We can go back to stroke and the colors are here. So it just kind of drops it in. So if I pick yellow, it comes out like that. You know, you can pick any of these and just keep finding something that you like. But I'm going to keep mine as black. So one of the other things, I'm going to come back out of this. So one of the other things you can do, I'm going to hit the check mark to accept the writing where it is. Once you hit that check mark, it's kind of locked in where it is. You can't really go back and change it. You can add more photos if you want. You can add different text if you want. This effects button, again, I don't know if this is on the free version, but I'm going to show it to you anyway. We're going to hit that and you get different options for blurs and highlights and stuff like that. The only one I really tend to mess around with is, I believe it's this one, Dodger. I didn't think it was called that. They must have changed the name on an update. It kind of makes it a little bit more high def. Kind of go back and kind of see how it pops when I kind of go back and forth. It's not a big deal, but you know, it's a little something. You can probably change it because it looks like, yeah, so you can kind of play around with it. So it's up to you if you want to use that. Oh, okay. So FX, they must have changed this. So high definition, so it kind of changes, so you can kind of see how it just really makes them pop. That's the one I was looking for. It used to be right there as soon as you clicked in it. So we'll kind of leave that. We'll hit the check to accept it. You could do a whole lot of other stuff. You can cut things out. You can add more photos. You can touch it up, but I don't typically play around with a lot of the other options because I just don't need to, but I would encourage you to play around and test things out depending on what it is you want to accomplish. Once you have your photo all together, you're going to hit this arrow at the top right hand side, and then you're going to hit save, and you're going to hit save again. So that way it is saved and it is a done deal and you are done. So you can pat yourself on the back. You just made your first thumbnail. Thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, drop them down in the comments below and I'll try and get back to you as soon as I can. All right, thanks and enjoy your day.